Yes. What are we talking about? You. What the?
Okay, Sneako got smacked up, whatever. I just want to use this topic as to make a point, right? So Sneako got smacked up. I'm surprised that this shit doesn't happen more often. With these streamers, I'm surprised that they don't get smacked up more often. Not because I want them to get smacked up, not because I feel like they should. I'm just surprised that it doesn't happen. Based on all the topics that these people speak about, and I don't know why he got smacked up. It could have been staged, it could have been, I don't know, we could have treated someone a certain way, or it could have been, more than likely, it's just a viewer who don't like Sneako, whatever. And the topics that these streamers talk on, it's like, yeah, you might get smacked up one day. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how they carry themselves in public when they're streaming in public, but I've seen certain streamers be really disrespectful to people in public. Not necessarily Sneako, but in my mind, when I see streamers do certain things, it all just becomes one big streamer in my mind, and I just feel like they're all doing the same shit. So I'm never surprised when something like this happens. I'm only surprised it don't happen more often. I'm not saying I want it to, but the shit that they talk about, the touchy topics, the controversial topics, the political topics, whatever it is, eventually you're just gonna bump into someone who don't fucking like you, and he's gonna smack you in the mouth, and that's just happened. To touch on something a little deeper than that, because I've never spoke on this before, and I just want to make a point because I feel like some people don't understand this. Do you remember when that happened to Charlie Kirk, right? And Charlie Kirk got killed. At the time, I didn't know the name, but I knew the face. I'd seen clips. So when it got sent to me, I was like, oh my God, I know who that is. I've seen clips. And one of the big things I seen was, oh my God, he got killed just for having an opinion. He got killed for stating facts. He got killed for his words. He got killed for practicing free speech. He got killed for this. And it's like, yeah, the majority of murders are done based off something you said. Even if it's not murders, because that's an extreme example, the majority of physical altercation comes based off something you said. You gotta be aware of that. It doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. Well, it's, you know, it's 100% wrong, but it don't matter if you want it to happen, you don't want it to happen, it's right, it's wrong. That's the majority. You're gonna get smacked up for certain things that you say. You're gonna get harmed. You could get killed over something you said. That's just how it works. It's not fair, but that's how it works. So if you're deciding to touch on certain things, it doesn't matter whether you're telling the truth or not. You you spewing out facts doesn't make you exempt from being smacked in the mouth, because facts hurt the most, right? So if your mother is a crackhead, and then someone points out that your mother's a crackhead, and then you punch him in the face, what is it? Well, it's true, she's a crackhead, but you said something that offended someone, and they didn't want to hear the truth in that moment, so they've done something about it. You gotta be aware of this, like, but I don't want to sound too old, but I've noticed these days, I feel like people have got into their adulthood and never been hit, and never been punched. I believe that there's grown men, the majority of grown men from, like, I say grown men, 20 to 25, have never been punched in the face. There's never been like a repercussion for things they've said. So sometimes they'll last quite long saying certain things, and then boom, out of nowhere, and it's the shock of the world because they've just been smacked in the face. One of the most satisfying things that I've seen was when that big bodybuilder, Brad Martin with a hat, kid took the hat off. As soon as he took the hat off, bang, smacked him in the face. That was so satisfying, because that kid don't understand repercussions. Not saying all this shit should happen. That was funny because it was just a little smack. Not saying streamers should be attacked in the street. Another thing, let me touch on this quickly because this shocks me the most. You know the streamers that approach women? Mate, stop approaching women when they're with their boyfriend, even though you know the boyfriend's, inferior, or whatever you want to call him, a simp, or just whatever, and you feel like you're doing him a favour by getting his girlfriend's number right in front of him. Eventually, someone's not going to have it, right? And and I don't understand sometimes when they walk up to the girl and the boyfriend's right there, and the boyfriend don't just smack the streamer in the face. Oh, but then you see in the comments, but the streamer's with security. Some people will smack up the security. One security, just a big security. You might want to normalise I'm talking too much. Peace.